Welcome to RoboSharp. With a considerable amount of pride, I am pleased to introduce a highly exceptional lawn robot to you today, and we will delve a little bit into the details. For over 15 years, we have been dealing with the topic of lawn robots, and I would like to link an old video up there for those who are a bit more interested. Topic: lawn robot quality. 10 years ago, we noticed that the various models from manufacturers are assembled differently and that from cheap parts to expensive components, many things can be installed, which then has a massive impact on the customer. And you have the ability to exclude numerous items, such as seals, in order to attain a lower price point. Our objective with this development is to achieve sustainability, and we assure you that we will deliver the lowest costs over a period of 10 years that you can possibly imagine. An ideal repairability and an outstanding performance on the property that is sensational. And this development was possible because we simply have a high number of lawn robots. Clearly because we have built many systems thanks to our customers, and also because of our YouTube channel through which we are able to explain technical differences. And as you all know, and as you know from my YouTube channel, we test lawn robots on a very large scale. And for the manufacturers, a really big dilemma arises, which consists of two parts. On the one hand, we face strong competition from the Far East, where I have two candidates. On the other hand, we have online sales. You as customers are highly price sensitive. No, not. That is also quite normal. And if you are selling lawn robots online or competing with others, then the price becomes one of the major criteria to take into consideration. Yes, and at this moment you can observe there, for example on the Luma device, a tiny poppet, a so-called Robotic seal. By the way, I installed it because it prevents water damage. And for a good lawn robot like the Solo, there is now such a Robotic seal protected under the cap here, not exposed outdoors. It regulates the so-called gas exchange with the silicone seal concept, which completely seals the robot to prevent condensation from forming. Yes, the seal has a price tag of approximately 8 to 10 euros during the production phase. If I leave them out, not only do I save the 8 euros, but I also have to consider development costs of around 2 euros. I have to define a spare part location, make them available for you for 10 years or more, and just like that, I've saved 20 euros on this topic alone. And this is one of the reasons whether this particular model is purchased or whether something more affordable and less expensive is purchased instead. This cannot be explained on the internet. It is not clear in any workshop. I omit something in a sealing concept, and thus incur service and repair costs that amount to several hundred euros multiple times over. It is the question of which wheel motors I install in there, from which manufacturer, how are they attached, and so on. We have built upon our Solo Special model, utilizing a lawn rotor that is now 10 years old, fully developed, and have meticulously implemented the improvements we have chosen in multiple locations in order to enhance its functionality and performance. So, what are the essential components that matter in such a thing? Well, clearly the battery. If you have a 35, 36, 50 watt-hour battery installed, such a small thing, and it has a 20% loss of capacity, then it needs to be replaced. We have a battery with over 100 Wh, even in smaller models. It costs more, no question, but delivers different performance, fewer charging cycles, more sustainability for a component important for the environment, and the question of how often I have to replace it remains. The second point that is highly significant is the cutting deck. You should ask yourself the reason behind the installation of movable blades in that specific location. The mowing quality is not good, I can tell you that. It's quite simple. When the blades are folded in, I need very little force to push it away. And what's even more important, lawn robot mowers must stop within a few milliseconds. Yes, and as soon as I commence braking, the blades fold in smoothly and flawlessly. Yes, I require a substantially reduced amount, a much lesser driving force. When I want to brake, drive, turn away once in the long gas, and also bring to a standstill again, a completely different motor is necessary. And there we have the next 40 euros more. Is it not true? Currently, I have money in the camera, similar to the example of the Segway. Coal in the 4G module for connectivity, coal in the app. I have to put the whole thing together on a reasonable budget. And if I am able to obtain one below, there will not be a lot of budget remaining. We cannot afford something like that in the lawn robot of this price range. That is reserved for the more expensive segment. So Solo has taken a sensational middle ground and has installed a so-called rigid blade mower deck. For that, I additionally require a driving power at this moment to brake and accelerate it. But it mows X times faster and 10 times more beautifully than moving blades. Now I swiftly connected the diagnostic computer. Let's examine the interior to see its impressive nature. Impressive, isn't it? Yes, that's only available with Solo in this price range, definitely. In addition, we have installed 2 coil sensors at the front, allowing us to navigate narrow spaces without circling like the one shown here and not moving from the spot, but to perfectly mow 60 centimeter strips over 30 meters. Exactly along the edge of the pool, all of these things. Edge cutting, navigating through narrow spaces, maintaining top-notch grass quality. In addition, with our Pro packages, we have naturally achieved optimal weight distribution based on 10 years of experience, top-class performance, and comprehensive measures in place for protecting the lawn. The sealing concept, battery, cutting unit, and selected parts are included. Moreover, there is a special software version that grants us access to all these functions, enabling us to properly set it up and configure it correctly on your property with precision and accuracy. All of these features and enhancements can be yours for just an extra 200 euros compared to the standard model's price. And I promise you, it is the most affordable lawn robot in a 10-year perspective that exists on the market at all. By the way, it is only considered genuine if it appears on the display when the RoboSharp RS Pro2 or RoboSharp RS Pro3 is turned on and powered up.